Imagine planting a tiny seed in the soil today and walking out to harvest fresh, crisp food from it in just 3 weeks. For most people, the idea of growing their own food sounds amazing, but the reality stops them cold. They think about waiting 3, 4, or even 5 months just to get a single tomato or a head of broccoli. And let's be honest, when you are a complete beginner, waiting that long only to have a pest or a sudden change in the weather ruin your hard work is incredibly frustrating. It makes you want to quit before you even really start. But what if you could skip the waiting game entirely? What if you could get guaranteed success, build your confidence instantly, and put fresh food on your dinner table in less than 30 days? It is completely possible, and it is backed by real agricultural reality. You do not need a massive backyard, expensive equipment, or years of experience. In fact, some of the healthiest and most delicious vegetables on the planet are naturally designed to grow at lightning speed. They are highly resilient, they handle beginner mistakes easily, and they thrive in small pots on a windowsill just as well as they do in a big garden bed. In this video, we are breaking down the absolute fastest growing vegetables that any complete beginner can plant right now. We are going to look at the exact timeline from seed to plate, why these specific crops are so foolproof, and the simple, research-backed steps you need to follow to ensure they grow at maximum speed. Let's jump straight into our very first lightning-fast vegetable. Vegetable number 1, radishes. When it comes to pure speed, nothing beats the humble radish. If you want an instant boost of confidence, this is the very first seed you should drop into the soil. Under the right conditions, certain varieties like the cherry belle or French breakfast radish can go from a dry seed to a fully formed, crunchy vegetable in as little as 21 to 25 days. The science behind why radishes grow so fast comes down to their biological design. They are cool season root vegetables that spend very little energy growing massive leaves above the ground. Instead, they quickly establish a small root system, and within just a few days of germinating, that root begins to swell into the round, colorful radish we eat. For complete beginners, radishes are a dream crop for 3 reasons. First, the seeds are relatively large and easy to handle, so you do not have to worry about accidentally planting 100 of them in one spot. Second, they germinate incredibly fast. You will often see green sprouts pushing through the dirt in just 3 to 4 days, which gives you immediate proof that you are doing things right. Third, they do not require deep soil, meaning you can grow them easily in shallow window boxes, plastic tubs, or small fabric pots. To get the absolute fastest results with radishes, you only need to keep 2 simple rules in mind. First, give them space. If you plant the seeds too close together, the roots will crowd each other out, and you will end up with nothing but leaves. Space them at least 1 inch apart. Second, keep the soil consistently moist. If the soil dries out completely, the radishes will grow incredibly slowly and develop a harsh, overly spicy taste. Keep the moisture steady, and you will be harvesting crisp, peppery radishes before the month is over. Vegetable number 2, leaf lettuce. Next up is leaf lettuce, specifically varieties like Grand Rapids or Salad Bowl. Many beginners make the mistake of buying head lettuce, like iceberg, which takes months to form a tight ball. Leaf lettuce, however, is a completely different story. It grows as loose, open leaves, and you can begin harvesting tender baby greens in just 30 days. The secret to success with leaf lettuce is a technique known as cut and come again. Instead of pulling the entire plant out of the ground when it is fully grown, you simply snip off the outer leaves with a pair of scissors when they reach about 4 inches tall. As long as you leave the tiny crown in the center untouched, the plant will continue to produce brand new leaves from the inside out. This means a single planting can provide you with fresh salad toppings every single week for a couple of months. Leaf lettuce is also incredibly forgiving when it comes to sunlight. While most vegetables demand 8 hours of intense, direct sun every single day, lettuce thrives in partial shade and cool weather. If you only have a balcony that gets a few hours of morning sun, or a windowsill that gets indirect light, leaf lettuce will still grow beautifully. Just make sure to water it gently at the base of the plant to keep the leaves clean and dry, preventing any unwanted rot. Vegetable number 3, spinach. If you want a vegetable that is packed with nutrition and can survive unexpected cold snaps, spinach is your best choice. While many traditional garden crops will wither and die the moment the temperature drops close to freezing, spinach thrives in chilly weather. In fact, if you plant spinach during the early spring or late autumn, you can expect to harvest tender baby spinach leaves in just 30 to 35 days. The secret to growing spinach quickly lies in understanding its seasonal preferences. Spinach is biologically triggered by cool temperatures and short days to produce dense, nutrient-rich leaves. If you try to grow it in the middle of a hot summer, the plant gets stressed and immediately goes to seed, a process called bolting, which makes the leaves bitter and stops their growth. But in cool weather, it directs all its energy into multiplying its vibrant green foliage. For a complete beginner, spinach offers a massive advantage because it requires very little maintenance once it sprouts. It has a relatively shallow root system, which means it adapts perfectly to container gardening or small raised beds. The main rule for speed here is nitrogen. Because you are growing spinach strictly for its leaves rather than its roots or fruit, the soil needs to be rich in organic matter. Adding a bit of compost to your soil before planting gives the seeds an immediate boost of energy. You can harvest the leaves using the same cut-and-come-again method we used for lettuce, ensuring a constant supply for your kitchen. Vegetable number 4, arugula. Often called rocket in many parts of the world, arugula is one of the absolute fastest salad greens you can possibly grow. If you love a sharp, peppery flavor in your meals, this crop is a must-have. You can begin picking baby arugula leaves just 21 to 28 days after planting the seeds. Arugula grows so fast because it is a member of the Brassica family, making it a close relative of mustard greens. It germinates almost instantly, with tiny heart-shaped green leaves appearing above the soil just 2 to 3 days after watering. It grows with an incredible amount of vigor, rapidly spreading its serrated leaves outward. One of the greatest benefits of arugula for beginners is its natural defense mechanism. The distinct peppery kick that we love comes from natural compounds within the plant that act as a mild deterrent to many common garden pests. While bugs might devour sweeter greens, they will often leave your arugula alone. To maximize your arugula growth, simply sow the seeds shallowly in the soil, barely scratching them into the surface, and keep the area lightly misted. Arugula does not need deep watering, but it does need consistent moisture. Because it grows so rapidly, you can plant a small new batch of seeds every 2 weeks, ensuring that as you finish harvesting one container, the next one is already fully grown and ready to eat. Vegetable number 5, green onions. If you want a vegetable that feels almost like a magic trick to grow, look no further than green onions, also known as scallions. While growing regular onions from seeds takes months of careful maintenance, green onions offer an incredible shortcut for beginners. If you start them from small starter bulbs, called sets, or even recycle the leftover white roots from store-bought green onions, you can start harvesting fresh green tops in just 21 to 25 days. The biology of a green onion is focused entirely on survival and rapid regeneration. The white bulb base stores a dense amount of energy and moisture. The moment those roots touch damp soil, the plant immediately begins pushing out vertical green shoots. It does not waste time building a complex, sensitive root network first. It simply uses its stored energy to shoot upwards as fast as possible. For a complete beginner, this is the most bulletproof crop available. You can literally plant them in a small cup of water on your kitchen counter, or drop them into a shallow pot of soil. To harvest them, you simply snip off the green tops whenever you need them for cooking. As long as you leave about an inch of the white stem above the soil line, the plant will completely regrow itself multiple times. It is a continuous, self-sustaining loop of fresh food that requires almost zero effort. Now that you know which vegetables to choose, you need to understand the basic science of how to keep them growing at maximum speed. If you ignore these 3 fundamental rules, even the fastest growing seeds will stall and take twice as long to mature. First, you must use high-quality, loose potting mix. Beginners often make the mistake of digging up heavy dirt from their backyard. Backyard soil is usually packed tight with clay, which creates a massive wall of physical resistance for tiny, delicate roots. When a root has to fight hard just to push through the dirt, the growth above the ground slows down dramatically. A light, fluffy potting mix allows roots to spread instantly, maximizing the plant's growth rate. Second, master the finger test for watering. Fast-growing vegetables have very tender root systems that can easily drown or dry out. Instead of watering on a strict calendar schedule, stick your index finger 1 inch deep into the soil. If it feels dry, water thoroughly until it runs out the bottom of the container. If it still feels damp, leave it alone. Third, maximize their light exposure. Speed requires energy, and plants convert light into growth energy through photosynthesis. Even though leafy greens can tolerate some shade, they will grow significantly faster if they receive at least 6 hours of bright light every single day. If you are growing indoors, place your pots in your sunniest window to keep the growth timeline on track. Now that you know exactly which fast-growing vegetables to plant to get results in under 30 days, the next critical step is setting up your containers correctly so your seeds do not rot in the soil. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this.